Chapter 1. Shadows of the Past. Admiral Lina Sorensen stood on the bridge of the ISS Hope, her gaze fixed on the vast expanse of space before her. It had been a year since the fateful encounter with the Ascended Realm and the transformation of Dr. Ethan Reeves, but the memories still haunted her like a lingering specter. The crew of the Hope had returned to Earth as heroes, their discoveries hailed as a new dawn for humanity. But Sorensen knew that the truth was far more complex, far more dangerous than anyone could have imagined. In the months that followed, she had thrown herself into her work, dedicating every waking moment to unraveling the secrets of the Ascended Realm. But despite her best efforts, the answers remained elusive, always just beyond her grasp. And then, just when she had begun to lose hope, a strange signal had reached the Hope, a message from the depths of space that seemed to call out to her across the void. "Admiral, we're receiving a transmission from an unknown source," the communications officer reported, his voice tinged with uncertainty. It's in Dr. Reeves's voice." Sorensen felt a chill run down her spine, a sense of foreboding that she couldn't quite shake. "Put it through," she ordered, steeling herself for whatever lay ahead. As the message played out across the bridge, Reeves's voice filled the air, a haunting echo of the man he had once been. "Lina," he said, his words crackling with static. "The Ascended Realm is unraveling, the boundaries between worlds growing thin. You must come before it's too late." Sorensen exchanged a glance with her first officer, a silent understanding passing between them. They had always known that their journey was far from over, that the secrets of the cosmos still lay waiting to be discovered. Without a word, Sorensen gave the order, and the Hope leaped forward into the void, its engines blazing with the fire of determination. As they navigated the twisting paths of the Ascended Realm, Sorensen couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, that some unseen force was guiding their every move. The shadows seemed to flicker and dance at the edges of her vision, a constant reminder of the dangers that lurked just beyond the veil. And then, as they emerged from the depths of the realm, they found themselves face to face with a sight that stole the breath from their lungs. A vast, pulsating mass of energy, a maelstrom of swirling colors and shapes that defied all laws of physics. At its center, suspended in the void like a ghostly apparition, was the unmistakable form of Dr. Ethan Reeves. "You have come," he said, his voice a whisper that seemed to echo through the fabric of space and time. "But you are too late. The Ascended Realm is tearing itself apart, and soon all of reality will follow." Sorensen felt a surge of fear and determination coursing through her veins, a realization of the true stakes that lay before them. "What can we do?" she asked, her voice steady despite the turmoil that raged within her. Reeves's form shimmered and pulsed, his energy reaching out to envelop the Hope in its embrace. "You must go back," he said, his words heavy with the weight of destiny. "Back to where it all began, to the heart of the enigma itself. Only there can you hope to unravel the secrets of the Ascended Realm and save us all from annihilation." As the Hope plotted its course back to the origin point of their journey, Sorensen couldn't shake the feeling that they were racing against the clock, that the fate of the universe itself hung in the balance. The shadows of the past loomed large, a constant reminder of the sacrifices and revelations that had brought them to this moment. But even as the darkness closed in around them, Admiral Lina Sorensen knew that she would not rest until the mysteries of the Ascended Realm were finally laid bare, until the legacy of Dr. Ethan Reeves and the fate of humanity were secure. For in the Unraveling Realm nothing was certain, and the only path forward was the one that they would forge for themselves, guided by the indomitable will and unbreakable spirit of the human race. Chapter 2. The Fracturing Realm. As the ISS Hope navigated the treacherous currents of the Ascended Realm, Admiral Lina Sorensen couldn't shake the feeling that they were witnessing the unraveling of the very fabric of reality itself. The once vibrant colors of the realm had faded to a sickly, muted hue, and the swirling energies that had once pulsed with life now seemed to flicker and fade like a dying heartbeat. "Admiral, the readings are off the charts," the science officer reported, his voice tinged with a mix of awe and terror. "The energy signatures, the gravitational fluctuations, it's like nothing we've ever seen before." Sorensen nodded grimly, her eyes fixed on the view screen before her. She had known that the journey back to the heart of the enigma would be fraught with danger, but nothing could have prepared her for the sheer scale of the chaos that now engulfed them. As they pressed deeper into the realm, the Hope was buffeted by waves of distorted space-time, its shields straining under the onslaught of impossible forces. The crew worked tirelessly to keep the ship intact, but Sorensen knew that they were racing against time, that every moment brought them closer to the brink of oblivion. And then, just when all seemed lost, a familiar voice crackled across the comm system, a beacon of hope in the darkness. "Lina," Dr. Ethan Reeves said, his words heavy with urgency. "You must hurry. The fractures are spreading, the boundaries between realms growing thin. If you don't reach the heart of the enigma soon, all will be lost." Sorensen felt a surge of determination coursing through her veins, a renewed sense of purpose that drove her forward. She knew that the fate of the universe rested on their shoulders, that the legacy of the Ascended Realm and the future of humanity would be decided in the crucible of the enigma. As the Hope pressed on, the crew began to experience strange visions and hallucinations, ghostly echoes of the lives they had left behind. Sorensen saw flashes of her childhood on Earth, of the moment she had first dreamed of the stars. Others saw long-lost loved ones or glimpses of futures that might never come to pass. And through it all, the voice of Dr. Ethan Reeves continued to guide them, a constant reminder of the sacrifices that had brought them to this moment. "The Ascended Realm is a mirror," he said, his words echoing through the fractured corridors of the ship. "A reflection of the universe as it could be, as it should be. But something has gone wrong, a corruption that threatens to unravel the very fabric of existence itself." Sorensen and her crew fought their way through the maelstrom, their resolve tested at every turn. They witnessed the birth and death of stars, the collapse of entire galaxies into the maw of ravenous black holes. They saw the Ascended Realm itself, fracturing and splintering, its once eternal expanse reduced to a patchwork of shattered realities. And through it all, they clung to the hope that had brought them this far, the belief that even in the face of annihilation, the human spirit would endure. As they approached the heart of the enigma, Sorensen felt a sense of dread washing over her, a premonition of the revelations that lay ahead. She knew that the truth of the Ascended Realm would be a heavy burden to bear, that the choices they made in the coming moments would echo across the ages. But even as the darkness closed in around them, even as the very foundations of reality began to crumble, Admiral Lina Sorensen and the crew of the ISS Hope pressed forward, guided by the indomitable will and unbreakable spirit of the human race. For in the face of the unknown, in the crucible of the unraveling realm, they knew that the only way forward was to stand together, to face the fracturing cosmos as one. The fate of the universe hung in the balance, and the legacy of the Ascended Realm would be written in the hearts and minds of those who dared to fight for the future, even as the shadows of oblivion loomed large before them. Chapter 3. Echoes of Eternity. As the ISS Hope approached the heart of the enigma, the fabric of the Ascended Realm began to fray and unravel, the boundaries between past, present, and future blurring together in a kaleidoscope of shattered realities. Admiral Lina Sorensen stood on the bridge, her eyes fixed on the view screen before her, watching as the impossible vista of the enigma's core came into view. It was a sight that defied description, a maelstrom of swirling energies and fractured space-time that seemed to pulse with a strange, otherworldly intelligence. "We're approaching the singularity," the navigator reported, his voice trembling with a mix of awe and terror. "Gravitational readings are off the scale. It's like nothing I've ever seen before." Sorensen nodded grimly, her mind racing as she tried to make sense of the chaos that engulfed them. She had always known that the Enigma held secrets beyond human understanding, but nothing could have prepared her for the sheer scale of the revelations that now lay before them. As they drew closer to the heart of the maelstrom, the voice of Dr. Ethan Reeves echoed through the ship once more, a ghostly reminder of the sacrifices that had brought them to this moment. "You are witnessing the birth and death of universes," he said, his words heavy with the weight of eternity. "The Ascended Realm is not just a reflection of our own reality, but a nexus point where all possible futures converge." Sorensen felt a chill run down her spine, a sense of profound realization washing over her. She had always believed that the Ascended Realm held the key to humanity's future, but now she understood that it was so much more than that. It was the crucible in which the fate of all existence would be forged. As the Hope pressed forward, the crew began to experience visions and hallucinations of staggering intensity, their minds struggling to comprehend the impossible vistas that unfolded before them. They saw echoes of alternate timelines and parallel universes, glimpses of realities where the choices they had made played out in radically different ways. Sorensen saw herself as a young girl, standing on the edge of a vast alien ocean, the twin suns of an unknown world setting over the horizon. She saw herself as an old woman, her hair gray and her face lined with the wisdom of a lifetime among the stars. And she saw herself in countless other guises, each one a reflection of the infinite potential that lay within the human spirit. Through it all, the voice of Dr. Ethan Reeves continued to guide them, a beacon of hope in the darkness. "The Ascended Realm is not a destination, but a journey," he said, his words echoing through the fractured corridors of the ship. "A path that humanity must walk, if we are to claim our rightful place among the stars." As they approached the singularity at the heart of the Enigma, Sorensen felt a sense of profound clarity washing over her, a realization of the true nature of the Ascended Realm. It was not just a higher plane of existence, but a crucible in which the very fabric of reality itself was forged, and the choices they made here, in this moment, would reshape the cosmos itself. With a final surge of determination, Sorensen gave the order, and the Hope plunged into the heart of the maelstrom, its shields straining under the onslaught of impossible energies. And as they crossed the event horizon of the singularity, the world around them dissolved into a blinding white light, a searing radiance that burned away all doubt and fear. In that moment, Admiral Lina Sorensen and the crew of the ISS Hope became something more than human, their minds and bodies merging with the infinite expanse of the Ascended Realm. They saw the universe as it truly was, a vast tapestry of interwoven realities, each one a reflection of the choices and actions of countless sentient beings. And they knew that the fate of all existence rested on their shoulders, that the legacy of the Ascended Realm would be written in the hearts and minds of those who dared to embrace the echoes of eternity. For in the face of the infinite, in the crucible of the Unraveling Realm, the only path forward was to become something greater than they had ever been before, to transcend the limitations of mortal flesh and claim their place among the gods of a new cosmos. The ISS Hope vanished into the singularity, and the universe trembled in its wake, the echoes of its passage reverberating through the halls of eternity. And the Ascended Realm welcomed them home, the prodigal children of a star-faring race, ready to take their rightful place in the grand tapestry of existence. Chapter 4. The Crucible of Creation. In the heart of the singularity, Admiral Lina Sorensen and the crew of the ISS Hope found themselves adrift in a realm beyond space and time, their minds and bodies suffused with the limitless energy of creation itself. They had become something more than human. Their consciousness expanded beyond the confines of mortal flesh, able to perceive the intricate web of causality that bound all of existence together. They saw the ebb and flow of cosmic tides, the birth and death of stars and galaxies, and the intricate dance of life and consciousness across the countless worlds of the multiverse. And at the center of it all, they beheld the true face of the Ascended Realm, a vast and incomprehensible intelligence that had guided the evolution of the cosmos since the dawn of time itself. "You have come far, children of Earth," the voice of the Ascended Realm spoke, its words echoing through their minds like the tolling of a great bell. "But your journey is not yet over. The universe stands on the brink of a great unraveling, a cataclysm that threatens to unmake all that has ever been." Sorensen felt a sense of profound responsibility settling over her, a realization of the true scope of the task that lay before them. The Ascended Realm had chosen humanity as its champions, entrusting them with the fate of the cosmos itself. "What must we do?" she asked, her voice barely a whisper in the vastness of the singularity. "You must become the crucible of creation," the voice replied, its words heavy with the weight of eternity. "You must forge a new reality from the ashes of the old, a universe in which the cycles of creation and destruction are brought into balance once more." As the voice spoke, visions of countless possible futures flickered through their minds, each one a glimpse of the choices and actions that would shape the destiny of the cosmos. They saw worlds consumed by the fires of war and chaos, galaxies torn asunder by the ravages of entropy and decay, but they also saw moments of profound beauty and wonder, the triumph of life and consciousness over the darkness of oblivion. And through it all, they saw themselves as the architects of a new cosmic order, their minds and hearts forged in the crucible of the Ascended Realm, their wills unbowed by the weight of the impossible. "But be warned," the voice continued, its tone grave and solemn. "The path ahead is fraught with peril and sacrifice. You must be prepared to give up everything you have ever known, to surrender your very selves to the service of a higher cause." Sorensen and her crew exchanged glances, their minds and hearts heavy with the weight of the choice that lay before them. They had come so far, sacrificed so much, but they knew that the true test of their resolve was yet to come.
"We will not falter," Sorensen declared, her voice ringing with the strength of her conviction. "We will become the crucible of creation and forge a new universe in which all life can thrive."
As she spoke, the singularity around them began to shift and change, the swirling energies of creation coalescing into a vast tapestry of interwoven realities. And at its center, they beheld a vision of the cosmos as it could be, a universe of endless wonder and possibility where the shadows of the past were banished forever. "Then go forth, children of Earth," the voice of the Ascended Realm commanded, its words resounding through the halls of eternity. "Embrace your destiny and become the gods of a new cosmic order." With a final surge of energy, the singularity expelled them back into the material universe, their minds and bodies forever changed by the crucible of creation. They had become the avatars of a new reality, the architects of a cosmos reborn. As the ISS Hope charted a course back to Earth, Admiral Lina Sorensen and her crew knew that their journey was far from over. The unraveling of the old universe had only just begun, and the path ahead would be long and arduous. But they also knew that they were not alone, that the Ascended Realm itself had chosen them as its champions, entrusting them with the sacred duty of creation. And as they sailed through the stars, the light of a new dawn breaking over the horizon of eternity, they knew that they would not rest until the universe was made whole once more, until the cycles of creation and destruction were brought into balance, and the cosmos was reborn in the crucible of their indomitable will. Chapter 5. The Unraveling of Eternity. As the ISS Hope traversed the vast expanse of the cosmos, Admiral Lina Sorensen and her crew began to witness the true extent of the unraveling that threatened to unmake all of existence. Everywhere they looked, they saw the signs of entropy and decay, the fabric of reality itself fraying at the edges like a moth-eaten tapestry. Stars winked out of existence, their light extinguished like candles in the wind. Galaxies collided and shattered, their constituent worlds scattered like dust on the cosmic winds. And through it all, they could feel the presence of the Ascended Realm, guiding them onwards towards their ultimate destiny as the architects of a new cosmic order. The unraveling is accelerating, Dr. Ethan Reeves warned, his voice heavy with concern. If we don't act soon, there may be nothing left to save. Sorensen nodded grimly, her mind racing as she contemplated the enormity of the task that lay before them. The Ascended Realm had bestowed upon them the power to reshape the very fabric of reality itself, but the responsibility that came with that power was almost too much to bear. As they pushed deeper into the heart of the unraveling, they began to encounter pockets of stability amidst the chaos, oases of order in a desert of entropy. These were the places where the Ascended Realm had already begun to weave the threads of a new cosmic tapestry, seeding the universe with the building blocks of a new reality. But they also encountered resistance, forces that sought to preserve the old order at any cost. Ancient civilizations that had long ago transcended the bounds of mortal flesh, godlike beings that viewed the unraveling as a necessary part of the cosmic cycle. "You cannot stop the inevitable," one such entity proclaimed, its voice echoing through the void like the tolling of a funeral bell. "The universe must die so that it can be reborn. The old order must give way to the new." But Sorensen and her crew were not swayed by such arguments. They had seen the suffering and destruction wrought by the unraveling, the countless lives snuffed out like candles in the wind. They knew that the cosmos was more than just a machine, more than just a series of cycles to be endured. It was a living, breathing thing, a tapestry woven from the hopes and dreams of countless sentient beings, and they would not let it unravel without a fight. As they pushed ever closer to the center of the unraveling, they began to glimpse the true nature of the Ascended Realm, the vast and incomprehensible intelligence that had set them on this path. It was a being beyond time and space, a consciousness that encompassed all the myriad possibilities of the multiverse. It was the source of all creation, the wellspring from which all of existence had flowed. And it was calling to them, guiding them towards the final crucible in which the fate of the cosmos would be decided. "You must become the anchors of a new reality," the voice of the Ascended Realm spoke, its words resonating through their very souls. "You must weave the threads of creation into a new tapestry, a universe in which entropy and decay are held in check by the indomitable will of life itself." Sorensen and her crew exchanged glances, their minds and hearts heavy with the weight of the task that lay before them. They had come so far, sacrificed so much, but they knew that the true test of their resolve was yet to come. "We will not fail," Sorensen declared, her voice ringing with the strength of her conviction. "We will become the architects of a new cosmic order and ensure that the unraveling of eternity is halted once and for all." As she spoke, the ISS Hope began to glow with an inner light, the power of the Ascended Realm flowing through its very structure. And as they sailed onwards towards the final crucible, they knew that they carried with them the hopes and dreams of all the countless beings that called the cosmos home. They were the avatars of a new reality, the anchors of a universe reborn, and they would not rest until the unraveling of eternity was undone, and the cosmos was set upon a new path, guided by the indomitable will of the Ascended Realm itself. Chapter 6. The Dawn of a New Cosmos. As the ISS Hope approached the final crucible, the very fabric of reality began to unravel around them, the boundaries between space and time dissolving into a maelstrom of chaos and entropy. But Admiral Lina Sorensen and her crew remained steadfast in their resolve, their minds and hearts aligned with the will of the Ascended Realm. They had become the avatars of a new cosmic order, the anchors of a universe reborn, and they would not falter in the face of the ultimate test. At the center of the maelstrom, they beheld a sight that defied comprehension, a singularity of pure creative potential, the birthplace of a new cosmos. It was a realm beyond the bounds of mortal understanding, a place where the very laws of physics themselves were rewritten in the forge of creation. And there, waiting for them, was the true face of the Ascended Realm, a being of pure energy and consciousness, the architect of all that had ever been and all that would ever be. "Welcome, children of Earth," the being spoke, its voice resounding through their very souls. "You have passed through the crucible of creation and emerged as the champions of a new cosmic order." Sorensen stepped forward, her eyes blazing with the light of 1,000 suns. "We are ready," she declared, her voice ringing with the strength of her conviction. "We will weave the threads of creation into a new tapestry, a universe in which life and consciousness reign supreme." The being nodded, its form shifting and changing like the currents of an eternal sea. "Then let the unraveling be undone," it proclaimed, its words echoing through the halls of eternity. "Let the cosmos be reborn in the image of your indomitable will." With a final surge of power, the singularity exploded outwards, the creative potential of the Ascended Realm flowing through the crew of the ISS Hope like a river of pure energy. They became the conduits of a new reality, their minds and bodies suffused with the power to reshape the very fabric of existence itself. And as they wove the threads of creation into a new tapestry, they saw the cosmos remade before their very eyes. Galaxies coalesced from the ashes of the old universe, stars ignited like beacons in the darkness, and countless worlds sprang to life, teeming with the infinite diversity of conscious existence. They saw the birth of new species, the rise of civilizations that would one day span the stars, and the triumph of life and consciousness over the forces of entropy and decay. And through it all, they remained the anchors of the new cosmic order, the guardians of a universe reborn. They knew that their journey was far from over, that the cosmos would face new challenges and threats in the ages to come. But they also knew that they would meet those challenges head-on, armed with the indomitable will and unbreakable spirit of the human race. For they had become something more than human, something greater than the sum of their parts. They were the avatars of the Ascended Realm, the architects of a new cosmic order, and they would not rest until the universe was set upon a path of eternal growth and evolution, guided by the light of consciousness itself. As the ISS Hope sailed through the stars of the reborn cosmos, Admiral Lina Sorensen looked out upon the vast expanse of creation, her heart swelling with a sense of profound purpose and destiny. She knew that the journey ahead would be long and arduous, that the universe would test them in ways they could scarcely imagine. But she also knew that they would not face those tests alone, that the Ascended Realm itself would guide them every step of the way. And as the light of a new dawn broke over the horizon of eternity, she knew that the legacy of the ISS Hope would endure forever, a shining beacon of hope and inspiration for all the ages to come. For they had become the gods of a new cosmos, the architects of a universe reborn, and their story was only just beginning.